This conference championship DFS picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBet. WynnBet is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBet has what you need to win. Sign up today, bet 100, get 100 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply.
Hey, this is Derek Stevens. I'm the owner of Circa Las Vegas. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Long, Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
The second step to recovery is watching in detail the GM's postseason presser and getting excited about the draft and next season. Sean, 11
the Jackets back.
11 draft picks. Well, we talked about this in Vegas. It made me feel sexy. So I was feeling down, and what better way to bring your mood up than to feel
You're like a girl who just got dumped and feel I just need a new outfit. I just need a new outfit to feel sexy again.
I told it's funny you say that because the wife was taking one of the daughters to the mall, and I kind of jokingly was like, I could use a new pair of jeans.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever asked for any sort of clothing.
I realized very quickly it was just it was an empty promise.
All right. Hey, we're live here on youtube.com/sports gambling podcast. Chat is fired up. Holland Oates. Yo, Michael Dixon. It's Kramer Dog. And yeah, we got a lot going on. ZD Mills, Dylan O'Donnell. We're going to be walking through our DFS lineups for Conference Championship Sunday.
Nice.
And also doing a battle royale, right?
Yeah, I figured we love putting a draft board on the screen for the audience to watch, and Underdog is fucking sweet, and it's just a draft version of DFS. I told you this earlier today. I've been playing the battle royale. In fact, last weekend I just laid on my couch, ignored the family, and drafted best ball and battle royale.
How are you doing? How are you doing in the divisional best ball? Right?
Oh boy,
I'm advancing 50% of my teams. It's 1 out of 2.
I like Daniel Jones running for an 80-yard touchdown run against the Philadelphia Eagles. Sniper took me out of the 15-yard line.
Coming up a little short.
I'm empty on all counts. Best ball. I'm dead. It's over. The season's officially over for me. Again, why I needed to feel sexy.
Well, best ball season right around the corner, and we will be doing a battle royale here at the end of the episode. So much to get to. Before we get to that, though, Ryan, of course, shout out to the great Jong for sending in this clip.
Very on brand for Jong. If you don't know Jong. He's one of the sharpest minds in the tennis handicapping space, and he's also one of the sharpest DGen minds in the world. Yes. Well, the convergence of two things happened. And by the way, if you've not seen, do we have this woman's name? If you have not seen her, looks like she would win in the Oklahoma drill against a lot of people.
I'll
minus 150 versus Dan Campbell in the Oklahoma drill.
I don't want to say anything mean about a woman's looks, but if she was on an NFL roster, possession receiver.
What do you mean? Oh, I see. Oh, that's a good joke. I was
just like a big frame. Gonna be tough to box out.
Her. It's co-ed now. I was explaining this to Sean, but middle school football is now co-ed, at least out here, and she certainly would have been starting at left tackle.
All right, here we go. This week's, and I think these clips are great. I think we call it. We need a name for the segment.
Dude, this is right up your alley.
I'm gonna say
you're great at segment names.
In this week's intentional filthiness, because clearly they're saying it with the intent to be provocative.
Oh, right? See, I thought you were gonna go right to Joe Buck and just kind of use that in a very ironic way.
Joe, call the segment Joe Buck.
The disgusting act.
Oh, yeah, disgusting acts also.
Because we have
That is a disgusting act.
This week's disgusting act.
it's like an award, right? Like that is such, all right, here we go.
That's going to be tough for the Ukrainian. Yeah, how do you respond to deep, hard balls?
Yeah, you've got to really try to stay nice and low.
I mean, so
one
factual.
One more time.
That's going to be tough for the Ukrainian. Yeah, how do you respond to deep, hard balls?
Yeah, you've got to really try to stay nice and low.
And I totally missed the number of times I've already listened to it. It's right up there with the Zeke getting destroyed at the line of scrimmage.
They pair nicely together.
Well, I totally missed that she was Ukrainian. Like, of all the things Ukraine has had to deal with,
deep balls.
Deep hard balls just added to the list.
Ostapenko is the lady's name. I don't know.
Shout out to her. Good luck with her tennis career.
Dominant force with those deep balls.
You gotta get low. Low man wins when it comes to that kind of stuff. Hey, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. Why would you go there? You would go there if you haven't already signed up at WynnBet. I mean, you may as well just come out to California and spit in Ryan and I's face if you're not signed up at WynnBet. I mean, oh, I don't live in a WynnBet state. You don't live next to a WynnBet state? You haven't found yourself traveling to a WynnBet state? Come on, we're talking about all this free content, all this free picks. I mean, I was undefeated on the divisional round playoffs, completely free. And bet $100, get $100, select states. So many ways to win. Fire up that parlay wheel. That thing is, it's just awesome. Again, not only do you get the joy of laying down a parlay, but you get the joy of spinning a wheel, get some sweet, sweet prizes added on top of it. Bet big, win bigger with WynnBet. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/WynnBET. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at WynnBet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where play through WynnBet is available. If you're someone who knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
I did the math. It's impossible for you to be more than 2 states removed from a WynnBet state.
Yes, I'm looking at the map. Boston's on Massachusetts on the way. I think very close. Ohio right around the corner.
When does that happen? Is that going to happen before we're there in Canton for the the expo?
Canton. I just saw WynnBet. It was added to Ohio. So when we go to the fantasy football conference in Ohio, Ryan, we got
Sean, please. Bob will be
Fantasy
upset.
Football Expo. Shout out to Bob Long, runs a great fantasy football expo. But yeah, we got to set up a nice party there for the gambling aspect of the Fantasy Football Expo.
Yeah, teach these nerds how to really get down and deal with the deep balls. Stay
how
low.
You handle low, deep balls.
I mean, it's the same. It's really the same for a running back, right? You just want to stay low through the hole.
Low man wins. Kramer, I'll kick things off with my quarterback.
Okay.
This would be really great if I went Brock Purdy. I'm not.
Well, I got a couple messages.
Sure. You get all these messages. People are scared to DM me.
It's my team of writers. They're probably fabricating some of this. People want to know: is Sean really going to go with Jalen Hurts again for an nth week in a row in DFS?
Why not?
I wrote back a smiley face.
First off, I didn't have him in the wild card round. They earned the first round bye. Secondly, I had him in the divisional round. That was a good play. 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. I'm sure the winner had. Well, I don't know. I didn't actually look, but I wouldn't be shocked if the winner had Jalen Hurts.
We're not going to concern ourselves with the rear view.
And all those like DFS, all the playoff best ball drafts, I kept saying draft a team with Eagles and Bengals. Like that's your path to the Super Bowl. And my one
would have gotten you through in the first week.
Yeah, and the team I have that's doing the best is a Joe Burrow with a ton of Eagles on it. So I had
You're
right. I'm crazy for liking Jalen Hurts.
Annoyingly, the 2 Eagles teams I had were paired with the fucking Chiefs, and so didn't really work out well. And also, I'm sure I've already talked about this, but the horrible bad beat I suffered in the Big Mitten, a full blown Chiefs onslaught. I lose out on the 1 touchdown from Mahomes to Kelsey because he goes out for those couple drives.
Chad Henne, it's a lateral move.
Well, here's the fucked up part. Like it was between taking Chad Henne taking one of their backup tight ends or taking some obscure guy from another team that I ended up doing like a fucking idiot. Anyway, that's the difference between me advancing and me not advancing. Although now with Mahomes missing this game, it's going to be a different story. Which, by the way, Sean, I thought. Anyway, give out your lineup. Start with your guy.
Jalen Hurts, $7,200. There's a lot of talk. Oh, how is his shoulder? Is he going to be able to hold up? Answered that pretty early on in the game. Nice deep shot to Devonta Smith, a running and willing runner. And they asked him after
ready and willing,
running and willing, ready and willing. They asked him after the game, "Hey, how's your shoulder holding up?" He goes, "You know what? I don't know. I wasn't really tested, so I think he's coming in pretty fresh and feeling pretty good."
2019 Ryan would really appreciate the drip of Jalen Hurts. He's just fucking mad dogging you at all times.
Oh, dude,
always got that villain like. Matt, I'm just fucking angry at the world.
His post game speech where everyone's celebrating, going nuts, and then he gets super serious. And I know everyone's making a big deal. Oh, he compared him to Michael Jordan. I obviously, if you watch the press conference, you give it some context. It's not like he's as good as Michael Jordan, but he has a certain seriousness and competitive fire that is similar to what we saw and a seriousness.
Some say like it's too much. It doesn't always last super long because it's like that was the Jordan problem, right? Like he was a fucking asshole. And eventually that can wear off, but like when it's working, it's fucking But I mean, it's an attribute you want.
That speech he gave, well, and also it's not like he takes it too far where he's like punching Steve Kerr in the face.
He's not gotten a family member killed that we know of.
Yeah, and he bets legally through WynnBet. He told me.
Shh, don't say that, man. They might hear that and go after him. Calvin Ridley was the example.
Oh, you're right. So the speech he gave after the game where he goes, "This is an opportunity of a lifetime. What are you gonna do with it?" That resonated with me, and that hunger, that passion. I think we're going to see come Sunday. But again, the look in his eye isn't something I've seen in an athlete in a long time. It's hunger, it's focus, and it's not a guy who's. I'll jump to it. Like I'm not playing any Eagles running backs because I do think the rushing game could. I think that's what San Francisco does best. I do think there are opportunities to get behind the 49ers cornerbacks, and we've seen Jalen Hurts in his arm at home. I think we'll be able to get that done. So give me Jalen Hurts, $7,200.
I will say if we in the pre-production meeting when you informed me you were in fact going to take Jalen Hurts as your quarterback, I was like, this is.
I could also I could also give out a Burrow lineup, but so it's actually probably not tremendously different.
Most of the major projection sites haven't gotten around to putting out their projections yet because they're busy with something, I guess. I have to imagine Burrow will be the chalk. Like Burrow and Hurts will be the popular plays this week.
You think?
Mahomes will be the ultra contrarian because he's not going to play.
Ryan's really leaning into this.
I'm so leaning into it that I'm going to play a fucking Chad Henne lineup right now. Chad Henne, $5,000.
No, come on, Ryan.
What do you mean? You won't let me do that?
No, that's just. I mean, the Chiefs are only 1.5 point dogs.
Yeah,
they're going to be if Chad Henne plays. That's like 4.5, 5 points.
All right, can I say the
6 points?
Can I say the Chad Henne lineup really out loud? Quick. Chad Henne, Joe Mixon, Christian McCaffrey, Devonta Smith, Juju Smith-Schuster, T. Higgins, Travis Kelce, Noah Gray, 49ers defense. All right. That being said, that's going to win $1 million. But if you insist, Joe Burrow, 6,800. Yeah, I don't know. He's dialed in right now. I do wonder who will be more popular. I have to imagine with Hurts only being 400 more, he'll garner the ownership advantage there.
You think Hurts will or Burrow? I think Burrow is going to be the most owned.
I think. Well, for me, the fact that Hurts is only 7,200 more makes it pretty easy to play Hurts in a cash lineup. Because even with the tougher matchup, I still think he's got a decent floor.
I think people look at the Kansas City Chiefs defense and see what dog shit it is. And then they see the 49ers defense and they go, oh, it's going to be a much tougher out for this Eagles team. And Joe Burrow, I will be playing a Joe Burrow lineup as well. He was a legit runner, and he's definitely one of those guys that goes nuts in the playoffs as a quarterback and running the ball.
So I would imagine what you're suggesting then is that you're saying Burrow will be the chalk quarterback and Hurts will be after that.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I definitely think Burrow is going to be the most owned.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're splitting hairs over here. He'll be popular, but I don't see how else to play this. I can't play Brock Purdy.
No, as you shouldn't. It's going to be a wake-up
He's never
call for
had.
Brock
They
Purdy.
don't throw D-cell
He's
batteries.
playing his third road game in the NFL. Like his third time he's starting a game. And the two games he played previously, it was like a Thursday night game against Seattle. Then he played in Las Vegas against the Raiders, almost lost that game. And now you're going to Lincoln Financial Field for the NFC Championship game. It's going to be quite the wake up call.
You don't have to sell me on it.
No quarterback has ever started an NFL Super Bowl. For me, rookie.
It's a funny nugget when you forget the rookie part. No NFL quarterback has ever started the Super Bowl.
So what are you doing at running back, Ryan? Do we go back to McKinnon or do I go Pacheco? I have McKinnon in there now, just on the idea of like, hey, last week was an outlier, but what's your take?
I don't know how.
I mean, he got 11 carries.
So the more that I think about this game, the more that I don't think it's going to be the run game. I think Cincinnati's pretty stout against the run, and I think they're going to look to exploit the quick passing game. So I think if you want a Kansas City running back, you certainly are going to want to go McKinnon.
I do, and especially with Mahomes.
It's also a zigzag thing, right? Like Pacheco.
Now, did you have this? Did you have this theory, or were we talking about in the office, or was I listening to someone? But it kind of blends together.
Yeah, everything's blends.
I mean, when you're experiencing high quality content, you're living it in your own life. Well, and then Colby's,
See, I don't listen to anything, so that helps me limit the sources of the voice.
I will stick with McKinnon here, $5,400. I do think they get him involved in the passing game. 0 targets last week, and I think if you're Mahomes, you saw with that leg in some ways, it was almost easier for him to pass than it was to hand the ball off. Because if you watch,
you almost have to play McKinnon, right?
Yeah, because if you're Mahomes, you can just sit in shotgun, get the ball hiked, quick release, screen pass, quick to Kelsey, maybe something deep where you're not using your feet a ton. If you're under center and then have to like drop back, you saw that when he had those deep handoffs where he's like hopping to give them the ball.
He didn't look 100%.
Oh, I mean, he's gonna get the Purple Heart according to Chris Collinsworth. Kramer, what's your running back?
Well, Sean, now he's just human. Yeah, so McKinnon is running back 1. I guess I'll start there. Yeah, at 5,400. It just seems like the game is going to involve just I'm going to be, stay tuned to the prop show. We're having Katie back on, so it'd be fun to hear Sean talk shit to a classy lady, see what kind of things he pulls out of his horrible Philadelphia fan locker. But yeah, I don't. Why was the reason I was rambling about the prop show is that Mahomes completion or attempts props might be an angle, assuming he plays. I think there's a greater chance he doesn't play than your laughter over there would indicate. Jerick McKinnon 5,400. I almost feel like you have to play him either way.
So you think they're saying he's going to play so that the Bengals don't bother preparing for Chad Henne?
You saw that sauce that Chad Henne. I mean, you were bringing it up in your MVP case, right? No, basically the same
Chad
thing
Henne
as Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
Okay, for my second running back, I'm going to Samaje Perine.
Really?
Yeah. I like the target share you saw. Seemed to run a bunch of routes. Very efficient on those routes run. Save some salary. 4,500 Samaje Perine.
Joe Mixon. I'm taking a running back, but it's my guy Joe Mixon. He's gonna be angry in this one, and they are gonna. It's the same thing. They're gonna run it down their throat. There's
even with the backup offensive line.
What do you mean? They did it last week. It was the same backup offensive line, and they smartly were highlighting it on the broadcast. But generally, linemen are better run blockers than they are pass blockers. So why not put them in a situation for success? Let's pair up Joe Mixon with Joe Burrow, 6,500.
Well, and for me, P Ryan is a way for me to get different in this lineup as well. So,
all right,
because some of my other stuff I would say is probably on the chalkier side.
Let's go.
Starting with receiver number 1, Jamar Chase, $7,600. I mean, again, these Chiefs cornerbacks are not good. They're just not. The secondary is soft. Trevor Lawrence had opportunities. I mean, Christian Kirk. I don't know if you call it a drop or if he just overthrew him. Whatever it was, they had plenty of opportunities, and probably even could have done more against this Chiefs defense. Jamar Chase. I know T Higgins is always fun to throw in there, and hey, maybe he's going to be the guy instead of Chase, but I'm not going to mess around with that. I'm just taking the dog, Jamar Chase.
I mean, I have Higgins, and partially to save money, partially he's been a dog in the postseason before. I mean, he brought me lots of cash and prizes in the FFPC playoff challenge last year. And how much did you spend?
$7,600.
Yeah, that savings seemed important to do at this point, because I actually played up at wide receiver in a different game. So yeah, I threw in T Higgins as my first or my second stack.
The price savings is pretty big on this slate. They got him down to 5,400.
He's probably going to be very popular, I'd imagine.
Chase or Higgins? Higgins because he's cheap. Yeah. Yes. Jeremiah Murphy checking in saying, is Chris Sims still smoking crack? He said Daniel Jones is better than Jalen Hurts. The amount of slander that Jalen Hurts gets, even though the guy is 15-1 in games he started this year, is really pretty hilarious. It just goes to show you some guys have shitty takes and then just never transition off the take. Like, he doesn't need to write me an apology letter, Chris Sims, but just go, hey, you know what? I thought he sucked. I was wrong. Here we are. You don't need to just keep recycling hot garbage and try and pretend like it's a good take.
It's mostly annoying because there's like someone that's like, all right, what is the craziest thing that you could say right now about the NFL? Like, we really want this to go viral.
Chris could really use one of these hot takes. Wow! Look at the engagement on this.
What are you basing that argument on? I mean, I love the attempt, but I don't think it would be odd if I were to make that argument right now.
I heard last week, I was listening to a guy very respected in the advanced analytics, PFF, whatever community, and he said Dak was the best quarterback in the NFC.
No, he didn't just say it. He said it as if like the sky is blue, the sun
Dak's the best
rises in the east, sets in the west.
And again, as we know, it was just 17 different individual plays on which Dak threw interception.
Which we didn't talk about.
He tried to throw the game away to Greenlaw. It should have been 18 individual plays.
I mean, the fact that the Cowboys own like website put out an article throwing shade at Dak. I mean, oof, this is going to be a spicy off. Jerry is getting very close to the end. He's going to more and more irrational, Sean. It's going to be delightful to watch.
Well, whoever did the Photoshop of Jerry Jones on the kickers on Money Maher's body, Jerry Jones's head, that was a beautiful photo.
And Sean, we should also be the first to welcome Lamar Jackson to the division.
Oh, Commanders. I
think so. I think so.
Jeff Bezos going to buy the team, bring in Lamar Jackson.
I think the owner.
Lamar Jackson negotiating with Jeff Bezos would be a really
what a
funny. I don't know. He just seems.
I'll give you a piece of the team, kid. Boom, done deal. That's what Lamar wants.
I would
guarantee.
Give me a piece of Amazon.
All right.
If I'm Lamar,
give you some stock. All right, where are we at?
I'm on my third or second receiver.
Me too.
Devonta Smith, 6,800. I think he. And now AJ Brown is dealing with a little hip thing. Doesn't seem super serious. It's not.
Uh-oh.
It's not gonna. I don't think it's going to. Yeah, I don't think it's a huge deal.
Is that why he was sad at the end of the game?
I think he was frustrated because he was either Hurts overthrew him or the hip was nagged a little bit, and I think he was a little. Yeah, he only got 2 catches. The guy is hungry for the ball, but he was, he's a team player. I think Sirianni talked to him and said, "Listen, we're going to shove it down these." As you saw Braden Graham saying, we're going to run all over you. You were about to say something
derogatory about Italians, weren't you?
We're going to shove it down these gumads' throats.
Oh, come on, Sean. Colby just got canceled. You got to watch what you say on YouTube nowadays.
And yeah, so we'll see. But I mean, Devonta Smith, I do like AJ Brown. I do like the matchup for AJ Brown. But I would say the thing for me is Devonta Smith and AJ Brown. You could talk me into it because it's only $200 more. Probably won't get played as much, and it does seem like.
You think AJ Brown will get played less? Because of the Q?
Because of the Q, yeah.
I don't know. The price is so close. I said this last week. I mean, I think it's what makes Devonta Smith sneaky. I think
matchup wise, Devonta Smith is going to be getting the second cornerbacks for San Francisco, and I think that's just an awesome matchup for him. And he's just going to one of the matchups I'm most confident in going into this game on Sunday is Devonta Smith's ability to create separation against the secondary of the San Francisco 49ers. So all day Devonta Smith.
Who led the team in targets this year?
Pretty sure AJ Brown.
It wasn't Devonta Smith.
It's close. Yeah, it's got to have been Brown. But I mean, it's close. They both had 1,000 plus.
I'd be curious to know what that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I mean, he's got. What I was gonna say is he kind of has T. Higgins vibes to me last postseason, where they're very similar. No reason.
Devonta Smith 136 targets and AJ Brown 145. So very close.
And much different than the prognosticators would have had. Like I think there was a more shared expected. Like there was supposed to be a third guy, maybe Goddard, maybe being injured hurt that. All right. So you've given out. No, I've also given out 2 receivers now. So wide receiver 3 for you. Or you want me to go first?
Oh, did you give out your second receiver?
Devonta Smith.
Oh, you
I'm also on Devonta Smith.
For my third receiver, I'm going Tyler Boyd, 3,800. I think there's going to be some Kansas City. I think is going to have to sit back in some sort of zone and try and do something to slow them down. And I just think the underneath type routes that Tyler Boyd runs against whatever, I think they do like a lot of KC runs a lot of too high. I think Tyler Boyd's going to have a lot of opportunities underneath, especially at the price point of $3,800. A guy who I think is going to be involved in the game plan. That to me is just a great opportunity. So yeah, give me Tyler Boyd.
He very much fits the dog narrative game. Like just a guy who I like having that angle in the game. Like he's
a guy who shows up in big games. I know he had kind of a quiet game last week, but that's not scaring me off of him. I mean, the other guys in that range, MVS, boom or bust, Kadarius Toney.
Say his name.
Kadarius Toney, 3,700. Again, coming off a game where they obviously go out of their way to use him, had 10 fantasy points without getting a touchdown. You can definitely make a good case for Toney. I'm going Boyd here, but I think maybe when I do my Burrow lineup, I'll squeeze in Toney there. Some other interesting guy. Well, we'll see. Who do you have, Ryan?
I have Juju.
Okay.
So
He's down to 47.
Could have saved some money and done the Toney thing, but I think in a game where Mahomes will be limited and or it's Henny, they have to take Kelsey away. They have to take Kelsey away and make him prove it. You can't let Kelsey get 15 catches or whatever. Like make them beat you with someone else. And so if I'm a great defensive coordinator, like everyone heaps the praises over in Kansas City, I think that's the move you have to make. And so Juju is the obvious choice. He's going to be running those tight end like shit around the middle of the field. 4,700. I'm hoping he's less popular this week, although the price, I was surprised. It's getting a little silly. Him and Ayuk are just strangely priced because Boyd does not get the same type of work throughout the course of the season as Ayuk and Juju, and yet there he is at the same, only a little bit more.
For my tight end, I hear your case about trying to slow down Travis Kelce, but every time I do some sort of fantasy playoff thing,
I'm fading him,
and I don't include Travis Kelce, I feel like a fucking idiot, and I'm tired of
recency, Sean. It's only recency.
No, because I'm gonna pull up Travis Kelce's last 7 playoff games: 1498-2, 1095-1, 896-1, 5108-1.
Is that good?
10-133-0, 13-118-2, 18-1091. So yeah, I mean, he could have been even crazier if he would have got those extra 2 yards.
Yeah, I mean, you have to fade him. I had to fade him. Anyway, Hayden Hurst, 3,000. I've triple stacked Joe Burrow with Mixon, Higgins, and Hurst, and brought it back with Juju and McKinnon.
Hurst at 3,000 is a great price.
Yeah, maybe that makes him chalky. Also got some nice quarterback tight end correlation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe.
I wasn't gonna play Kelce.
I mean, I do think
everyone's gonna play. I mean, everyone's gonna find a way to spend up to play Kelce, I think.
Yeah. I think in a 2-game slate, there's going to be guys that everyone plays that you have to have if you want to try and win.
All right. Well, we'll see.
For my flex spot, I was kind of all over the place, and I had exactly $4,100.
Oh, interesting.
Stumbled upon a man by the name of Dallas Goedert, $4,100.
How perfect. How perfect. Same price as Ronald Jones,
aka Philly Goddard. Again, super efficient. This seemed like a great opportunity, obviously going up against the Giants, but I think there could be opportunities against the 49ers as well. Dalton Schultz seemed to have a pretty good game against them, and I don't see why. There's some things the 49ers defense does really well, and it's shut down the run and maybe limit a little bit with the number 1 receiver, but Dalton Schultz, 5 catches, only 27 yards, but got the touchdown. I think if Goddard can do something,
how often
similar,
do they line Goddard up off the line of scrimmage?
A decent amount, yeah.
Because I was watching a thing like a lot of Schultz's success came when he was not hand in the dirt, for what it's worth.
Brandon Nash, Cowboys fan, checking in saying Gallup no show was the reason I got bounced from the gauntlet. Congrats, Sean. Need to be a Philly fan this week. He actually hates the 49ers more than the Eagles. So go Birds, Brandon.
That's weird.
Gallup laying an egg. I didn't see that coming.
Shout out to Mike Gardner. He felt the same way. He's a Cowboys fan, and he said he was rooting for the Eagles this week. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this world?
Now it's probably an age thing, but because
he's a little older.
When I was growing up, the hatred for the Cowboys was so real because they were so good at that time. But I could see if you were a Cowboys fan growing up in that time period, the times you did, lose some conference championships and stuff like that was to those great 49ers teams. So I can kind of see where that hatred happens.
Still, what do you like? Come on, you could see, but still. All right.
That is a disgusting act.
Yes, flex.
Do we have the van backing up sound drop anymore?
I lost it, Ryan.
Beep, beep.
It's better when you do.
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh wow, you saved a big.
What $8,000? I broke all the rules, stuck him in the flex. I had to make this show exciting. Just absolutely.
McCaffrey's gonna get fucked
great
up.
Matchup.
Fucked up.
His routes against that linebacking core.
Kaiser White. It's legit.
Yeah.
I was told the same thing would happen to Saquon Barkley. We held Barkley in check, and Christian McCaffrey. You saw him. He was wearing that heating pad on the calf. It's gonna be a little chilly.
Oh boy.
Calf strains. Again, I am an expert on predicting whether or not Christian McCaffrey will get injured. It pains me to say this, but he will not play the entire game.
If I see McCaffrey pregame and he looks like he's a little shaky, I can always pivot to Travis Kelce for 7,800. And I'm not playing Kelce this week.
Really?
I might draft him in the battle royale or whatever. All right.
Who's your defense? For
Niners. I stacked it with McCaffrey.
Okay. That's a bad play.
No, we haven't seen Hurts tested.
What do you mean?
We haven't seen him tested with the
He's
arm yet.
15-1.
They're gonna stop the run. Let's see how he does.
Okay. Well, you know what we haven't seen is Brock Purdy in a hostile environment. I mean, right?
You think he'll be hostile at the link? They're playing this game awfully early.
Yeah, okay. They started drinking at 8 a.m. You think the 3 o'clock kickoff's going to slow anyone down?
Brock Purdy played in the unfriendly confines of Ames, Iowa. You think he doesn't know about a D-cell battery a D-cell battery storm system?
Piece of corn coming at you.
Yeah, they're friendly out there in Iowa.
I obviously took the Eagles defense and surprised they are. I'm surprised the 49ers defense is more expensive.
Well,
considering the Eagles defense is at home, considering the Eagles lead the league in sacks, in the
regular season.
And in the playoffs, like they're actually on pace. They are neck and neck with the 1985 Chicago Bears, and no one is talking about the historic season this Eagles defensive line is having. Right, and I get it, you're fucking around, but the Eagles.
I saw how mad Sirianni was. He was excited to hop on that radio show.
They dominated time of possession. Giants only had the ball for 24 minutes. Only 3 guys on the Eagles defensive line played more than 20 snaps, and they get the extra day of rest. Meanwhile, the 49ers played a super physical game against the Cowboys, and you got to go all the way to the East Coast.
I mean, I would say Kyle Shanahan is in a tough spot.
Damn right he is.
But yeah, I mean,
never beaten a Nick Sirianni led coaching staff. Looking for confirmation on that, but I'm gonna put it out there.
Wow. Okay. I mean, this is a great matchup. You versus the flat brim. You used to hate Shanahan. Hopefully that rivalry can be renewed. You've been soft on him lately. Ever since the Trey Lance thing failed horribly, we've been.
Well, when he intentionally injured Trey Lance, I did. I did respect him for that.
That's next level.
Hey, shout out to Underdog Fantasy. That's right. We're going to be playing a battle royale. They have regular season best ball right around the corner, plus plenty of. They just have a bunch of games, like whatever it is you're looking to get down on, and of course their pick'em contest, super fun. Over under on your favorite player stats. Good way to get down on some player props if you're in a state that doesn't have access to traditional player props. This is a fun workaround and fun way to get involved in the prop market. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN. All right, Ryan, let's get to it. What are we gonna do here?
What do you mean? What are we gonna do? We're gonna hop into the Underdog streets.
Okay, let's do it.
And we're gonna. All right, so we're gonna play. It's if it doesn't come, if you click NFL and there's only one thing, go to that little drop down below, change it to all NFL Conference Championship.
Okay, here we go. I see it.
You should see Battle Royale.
$5.
Yeah.
Why don't we do the bomb?
No, because it's only a 3-person contest. This is the only 6-person draft we can do.
Okay.
Or sorry, is this 4-person? I don't fucking. This was the biggest one. Yes, this is a 4-person. All right, I'm gonna pop my head in. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. I'm in. Cop. Oh, one more. Are you in?
I'm in.
Yes.
All right, this is fun. Okay, so again, this is fantasy DFS, right? And
it's the same exact thing as best ball. It's just for one weekend.
Okay, and how many guys do you draft?
What is it? 6.
Okay. All right, so obviously I'm looking to try and get some of the guys we laid out in this, in the DFS show.
Yes. I mean, yeah, it's based.
I'm drafting 3rd. You're drafting 4th.
When's it starting?
Draft starts in 18 seconds, Ryan.
That's gonna have to do. Yeah, I mean the reason I found these enjoyable last round was it's the same mechanics as best ball. It's a DFS contest, so it's even more applicable to just stack away.
Okay, Travis Kelce goes first. I can see the case there.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Jalen Hurts goes.
You son of a. Wow. What are you gonna do?
I guess I'll take Joe Burrow.
One quarterback 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, a tight end, and a flex. You got that, Sean?
Got it.
Am I on the clock?
You are on the clock. I took Joe Burrow. Jalen Hurts are gone. Do you draft Chad Henne, Ryan?
No, this is I've been forced into this horrible situation where I gotta.
Kramer drafted Patrick Mahomes,
and I'm gonna lock in my bring back up front.
All right, so yeah, obviously I got Joe Burrow. I'm gonna draft Jamar Chase on the 6th spot here. AJ Brown goes to a guy on auto draft.
That's not auto draft. That means he's good.
Oh, the black and white shield means you're
the armor is he's done battle.
Christian McCaffrey goes.
Went pretty late there. Pretty late.
Nobody's drafted Brock Purdy yet. Devonta Smith goes.
Well, there's only. I guess everyone needs a quarterback. So if you're the last one, you just wait.
So you only draft 4 total guys? Is that
no 6?
6, okay.
And you start them all.
All right. So I'm drafting T Higgins. So I got Burrow, Chase, and Higgins.
You figured it out. There you go. So we'll pick up McKinnon now to pair with Mahomes. And then I think the move is probably just best play. Do you just go best player or do you keep it correlated? What do you think's more important? I feel like if you're going to play this, you got it. All right, you know what? Debo's still out there. Give me Debo.
Debo goes. So now, all right, I got Joe Burrow. I got Chase and Higgins.
Well, now I think you can just take best player because you need a running back.
Yeah.
I guess you could play the. Yeah, see, I think you'd want to go best available, or you get a bring back in Kittle. Oh no, I'm sorry, you have. Yeah, I think you go best player available. AK, maybe you go with your guy Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
See, I think you have to. There's also we've reached a point with the running back position where there's not many guys who are going to get you the volume.
Yeah.
So that's probably wise to get that.
All right, so I took Miles Sanders. George Kittle goes. Pacheco goes. So now I need a tight end, and then you can play. You don't need 2 running backs, right?
No. 2 wide receivers.
Okay, but you can play 3 receivers, right?
Yes.
Okay. Brandon Ayuk goes.
Sean, you are on deck.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to go Hayden Hurst here.
We need to record some draft, like those draft room sound drops. You are on the clock. Oh, someone took Boyd from you. That's not nice.
I took Hayden Hurst.
And, I mean, look at just the little bit of late draft correlation we're gonna throw in here. Oh no, I need a tight end. Damn it. Oh, I see. I screwed up. Perfect. Actually, didn't screw up.
Do I go Samaje Perine or Kenneth Gainwell? Or do I go off the board with like Kadarius Toney?
I think you need to take a receiver. You should take Toney.
It is a fun brain back. All right, take Kadarius Toney. Oh, I like my team. No, I like my team. So what do you win if you win these little battle royales? Andrew's in the chat. Andrew, if you know the
this is a tournament. Nice.
That
25K to first.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Loading up on the battle royale, underdogfantasy.com, promo code SGPN. We got an awesome week of shows. Going to be back tomorrow with the AFC pick show, and then the NFC pick show, and then Friday props with Katie Mox. Fun week of shows.
Sean, we only have 3 more football games to pick.
Oh right,
Jesus!
How dare you? Don't even bring that up.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
You want to just go out with some sad music, maybe?
Toss us a nice rating review on Apple Podcasts. Always drawing random reviews to give away gift cards. So toss us a nice one over there. You never know when you'll be picked.
It's like kickball.
Is it? For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Great show, Sean.
Kramer. Let it ride. Dong.